I'd like to turn it over to our hosts.
Hello.
Hey, thank you so much for having us, Jeff.
We're
Is great.
so excited to be here again. Esther and I back in action.
Yes,
second time.
Yes, we have been on broadcasts before, and we love talking about beauty.
We like talking in general.
Yeah, that's true. We do like talking in general.
Thank you guys for joining us this evening. We are so excited to be here.
Very much so. And so just a little background of who we are. I'm Esther Brzezinski, as you've just been told. I am in my mid-60s. My motto is age is not my cage. I pivoted from being an entrepreneur in my early 60s to getting into the entertainment industry. I'm a voiceover artist, I'm an actor, I'm a podcaster, and I'm a content creator. And I started Age is Not My Cage hashtag, and it kind of exploded on TikTok. And Instagram as well. And I realized that this is an issue that really resonates with a lot of people, that there's a huge community out there that want to be seen, want to talk about issues that are related to being over 50, because in actuality, we are in the second chapter of our lives. And there's so much to explore. There's so much more to live. And of course, during all that, we want to look our best. So I'd like to introduce you to my beauty guru, Brittany Schnitzer, gal on the go. She's amazing. And I'm just so excited that you're here with me. I have so many questions. Why don't you just tell everyone about yourself first?
All right, so let's clarify. My name is Brittany Schnitzer.
Oh.
Let's just clarify that right there. My business is called Gal on the Go. For those of you who don't know, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a beauty guru. I'm a master stylist, master colorist. I also rep such an amazing brand that I'm going to talk about today. I'm the brand influencer for Metamorphose, New York. So if you New Yorkers are looking for an amazing product, I can't wait to discuss it with all of you. And basically, I'm excited to answer any questions you guys have for me, beauty related, skin related, hair related, life related. We could talk about just about anything. So let's get into it.
Before we do, Brittany, I want to show everyone the amazing job that you did to get me to look like this. Yes. These are hair extensions, my face, the glow. I mean, that's from this incredible new product, Metamorphose. Yeah, that's so she great. Applied on me. I cannot believe how wonderful it is. So, Jeff, if you can play that little clip.
So basically, I'm going to kind of just take you through the look. I started with a primer. The primer I actually used is Metamorphose New York. It's actually a cold pressed dry oil. So you can use it on your skin, your nails. It's a multi-purpose product. I use it on her whole face and her hair and her scalp. So that already just gives you such a beautiful glow. And then I use just like very, very light palette for her face, just to bring out her high cheekbones, and her beautiful big eyes. And I kind of put some hair extensions in and gave her that J-Lo glow that everybody wants, obviously. And a little Charlotte Tilbury on the lips, and she was good to go.
You know, I cannot get over a few of the things that I wanted to talk about and ask you about in terms of what you did in that little video. There was a voiceover. Luckily, you just repeated what was said in the voiceover. But for instance, number one, as I've gotten older, I have noticed that my hair has become a lot more dry and brittle.
I have noticed that with you as well over the years. I've been her stylist for many years,
Many
we've
years.
gone through cycles. And I'm sure you guys at home as well, men or women, have been seeing changes in their skin, their hair, their nails, everything. So
what do you recommend when that occurs? I know what you've told me, but let's tell everyone out there who probably have had similar issues that they have seen the changes in their hair.
Yeah.
Especially once you get past the age of 50.
So in what change are you referring to exactly?
So the dryness, the brittleness.
So that's also a little bit of hormones. Your hair is changing. Your skin is changing. It's really just a cycle, right? So depending on the season, depending on the weather, depending on your shampoo, how often you're shampooing, if you're using treatments or not. I know we discussed many times about, Esther has very, very thick, fuzzy hair, as do most of us, I should really say. And I talked to her a lot about masking.
Yes.
Hair masks and hair oils such as this wonder. Really, really trying to emphasis on hydrating your skin. I'm also going to say it's all about your gut as well.
Yeah.
Your gut health. If you're drinking enough water, how is your lifestyle? Are you a smoker? Are you a drinker? Do you take the sun? There's a multitude of things we can really talk about with hair, skin and nails. Hair, it's also just a lot about hormonal changes. Are you taking medication? Are you stressed? Those are further issues that you can probably go to a physician to talk about. But as a beautician, I would just really start saying, start taking better care of your hair. Whether that's the shampoo is maybe, a little tough on the hair, or if you're washing it too much, try to keep your hair hydrated. In her case, she's highlighted. She has big hair. So we really have to make sure that she stays hydrated. A good shampoo and conditioner, recommended no sulfates, extra chemicals also stay on the hair and really don't give it a chance to breathe. So that, I think, is the basic when it talks to dryness.
Yeah.
Also having a regular routine. So regular haircuts. If you need to color your hair, that also brings in a little bit of shine and luster. So just those little things, you'll really see a difference.
And interestingly enough, I decided to go out and purchase hair clips because it did bother me that my hair was now a lot shorter than I was comfortable with.
You're also on camera a lot as well.
Yes, as a broadcaster, and I also do some acting as well. So yes, I'm conscious for those reasons as well. Getting the hair clips, my goodness, it was amazing. I cannot get over how fabulous they look. Natural, they feel fantastic, and I have that long hair that I was longing for again. And it definitely
makes a difference to your inside.
Absolutely. That's
questions.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we have some questions coming in.
Already?
One is, how were you able to use the oil on the hair? And then specifically, how did you use it to style the hair?
Okay, that's a great question. So I used Metamorphose after we gave her a hair treatment. So before I actually blow dried her hair, I put it in her roots and a little bit all over, and it really just gave it like a substantial luster.
Oh yeah.
It felt stronger right away. From like the minute I started blow drying her hair, you saw the difference. So if you have a little bit of brittle hair, again, cold pressed, this product is cold pressed. So you're really getting the nutrients that it really, really attracts nutrients, and it sucks it out.
And the beauty of the product that in my research, when you told me about it,
98%.
98% organic. That's unbelievable.
It's so difficult as a hairstylist and makeup artist to find products that are clean. I know we're getting there, But if you're looking for a multi-purpose product for men and women, this product is hands down like one of the best products I've ever used in my entire career.
Yeah,
Like
no,
hands down.
I noticed a change in your skin when you started
Big time.
using it. Yeah, 100%. And to be quite honest, you placed it on my skin as well and my neck
I
area.
did. The neck is important as well.
And I felt like it was soaking it in. Like I felt
Literally.
like literally.
Well, the base is argan oil. So anything with that, you know, and jojoba.
Right.
So that too, like it's the great blend and starting point. Also, you know, especially for, you know, if you have a dry scalp or, you know, you're feeling like your hair is breaking off, this for Esther specifically, because her hair is breaking a little bit, really did the trick.
Yeah, it really, really did. I'm very impressed. Love it.
And her face is still shining.
Yeah, my face is still shining because she put it on my face as well.
As a primer.
Yeah. So I actually have a question, Gina, that we're talking about the facial area.
Sure.
As I've aged,
Yes.
I have noticed that there's a lot of puffiness above.
This is a common.
Yeah, above
I hear
the
this every
eyelashes,
day.
under the brow. And of course, there's always sort of a little bit of puffiness under my eyes. I understand that I cannot ask you how to reduce it in the sense that that's more specific
Like
to
a plastic surgeon or a dermatologist.
yes. But as a beautician and as my beauty guru, what would you suggest when I wear makeup? How do I apply it? What do I use underneath? Just let you know.
Well, again, I'm going to start with the very basics and simples.
Okay.
That's treating your body well, drinking
Yes.
water, you know, reducing maybe your alcohol or your caffeine intake. That starts right here all the time. Your gut health. I'm always going to go back to gut health because that's what makes your skin beautiful, your hair beautiful, your nails grow strong. So you really have to like look within first. Again, medication. I know as we get older, you know, things start to change. And this is also a little bit of genetic, but it's also how we take care of our skin. So adding a product in there that does that is always very helpful. So for the fine lines and wrinkles as well that we kind of see here, using a product such as Metamorphose will definitely help reduce a lot of those things. But again, nothing is a miracle. We age how we age unless we go to another route like Botox or filler. But we're really here to talk to you, everybody, about just how to age gracefully and take care of yourself from within. So I'll always say the bottom line really is from within.
I agree. That's very true. But in terms of wearing makeup,
I'm sorry. Okay. So what I would say is don't go so heavy with a concealer or a foundation, because then it's going to create lines and creases.
And I've noticed that the
already.
More I put on,
right. The more
shows.
you cake it up, I noticed a lot, specifically you or my mom's, you know, demographic. I'm still 30 people in my 30s, but I've noticed that as you get older, you're not as steady with your hand.
Oh, there's that as well.
You're not as steady with your, you know, your application because it's hard to see, or, you know, it's part of it. So not being so heavy-handed when it comes to application also makes a big difference.
Yes.
We tend to go very heavy with the concealer and the foundation and the creams that it almost like hides. Like you're not hiding it. You're almost like making it worse. So my suggestion would be to reduce the amount of foundation, concealer, powder, and try to just go gently.
Yeah, so less
and
is
treat
more.
Less is more.
Yeah, so
especially as we age.
Yeah, that's true. I've noticed that too, that I do have to put on less, and it has a better
although the thought
appearance.
would be to put more.
Yes, but it is in fact the opposite. I agree. I have experimented, and you're absolutely right on. And after you explain that to me, that's the
that resonated.
Yeah, very much so. And that's basically the technique that I use.
Yeah.
So, you know, over the last 2 years, a lot of my girlfriends have decided to let go the hair color.
Oh my God, I was waiting for this.
Just let the gray come in, let it, you know, be natural. It looks amazing on a lot of people.
It does. It's a look.
It's a look. It
cannot be worn by everyone.
No, not everyone. It's not for me, but I have seen women who look
Stunning.
Stunning.
Same.
So
it's called the COVID new age gray silver. That's what we'll call it.
So care for gray hair,
Mhm.
how to enhance it.
Mhm.
What are the suggestions, techniques, etc.?
Well, you can be in two categories, right? Are you
Okay.
growing your hair out and it looks kind of funny from top to bottom, or are you already silver, completely or gray or salt and pepper? So what I would suggest for people that are having like, a big kind of difference, which I've done to many of my older clients who decided, I don't want to be a slave to the salon anymore. I want to kind of live my life and kind of do my gray thing, which I think is lovely. However, it needs to be done with care and a professional. Letting your roots grow out this big and having the rest this big is not a look. So what I've been doing lately is suggesting to my clients a kind of like highlighting salt and pepper silver situation so that it looks blended and that you could see your hair care professional every 6 months or every 5 months to just have like a little gloss and a touch up and a nice haircut, just so it still has some some luster, because as we grow out our silver and gray hair, it becomes limp. It kind of feels like a boar bristle at times. It's your natural hair coming, so there's nothing really to hold on to. I would also suggest a purple or a blue shampoo.
Oh yes,
That is, it makes your hair shiny. It gives it a nice luster. It kind of attacks all the silver, all the gray, all the blonde. So it just kind of melds everything together if you already have completely silver or salt and pepper kind of look. So those are my suggestions.
I love it.
With that situation. And I think it is a beautiful look and it is very becoming. However, you need to be able to, have a style with it. You can't just wear it like that and let it go. I feel like you need to really upkeep it for it to look at its best.
So a good cut is so very important.
Good cut,
yeah.
And just maintenance, if your hair still feels dry and brittle, use your mask or use your Metamorphose, or make sure that your hair is the best it could be for any age. That's really the key, I think, in all of this.
Yeah, right on. I believe that, it's exactly what I believe as well. Now, I'm just going to backtrack a little and talk about skin again.
Okay.
Now, there's an issue that I have found that as I've aged, that the neck area, the sag, like what's going on here? So how can is there preventive measures? Is there ways to alleviate that issue of this, I guess, saggy neck?
I think it's also about having a good skincare routine.
Okay.
Like starting from the base. So having a good cleanser, a toner, an exfoliate once a week, a mask, and obviously and if you don't have any of that, you can literally buy one product such as this. It's a multi-purpose, and you can use it within your products, like your night cream, your day cream, anything like that, and it will really serve its purpose. Now, I get asked a lot, like, oh, Brittany, do I have to go and spend a ton of money, blah, 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 on every product? I mean, I'm a product snob, so I'm going to say I do, but that doesn't mean everybody can or has the budget for it, and that is okay. My suggestion would be get like one product that's a little bit more pricey, such as a multi-purpose product, and then just, use maybe a good pharmacy product as maybe your mask or your night cream, but incorporate your product that has the most ingredients that will help you retain and control your skin and your face.
Two questions.
Yes, go ahead, please.
One was, what brand of hair clips? And I don't know, we didn't tell them that you're in
Hair
Canada, so you might have different. Yeah, I didn't see you using hair clips. Maybe you were. And then what's best to shrink bags under the eyes?
Shrink bags. Okay, I'll start with the bag question, because hair clips, I use many. It depends what kind of clip they're asking. Is it a jaw clip? Is it a clip for makeup? Is it
the hair clips that I'm wearing?
Oh, you're talking about hair extensions.
Yes, hair extensions.
I'm just not understanding.
The hair extensions.
Okay, so hair extensions, you could literally go to, if you're in the New York area, you can go to like any beauty supplies, Sally's Beauty, Ulta, anything like that. You can go online. There's really a bunch of places you can find. If you type in beauty supply in your area, I know that they'll definitely Sally's Beauty, if you're in the New York area, will definitely be very, very helpful, and they'll be happy to help you.
And in Montreal?
There's Mama Africa that I use often. They're on Jean Talon Street. You went to one on Côte de Neige called Hera?
Yes, exactly.
So there's really a bunch. You can also go on Amazon, but I would go present yourself if you're looking for hair extension clips and have a professional help you out with that. Or you can also ask your hair care professional, your salon, etc.
And I just want you to know, I sorry to
Go ahead.
interrupt, but they feel incredibly light. I'm not even aware that I'm wearing them.
Oh, good.
And she literally, like, you put them on like in
I went through it,
seconds,
honey.
like clip, 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 up, clip. So you did it in layers, basically.
Yes, I started at the bottom and then I worked my way up, and I gave them a little bit of tease just so they have a bed to kind of.
And you
sit
curled
on.
them as well.
Yeah, I kind of used my curling iron just to set them, and then the question about the bags. The question was how to reduce inflamed bags under the eyes, if I'm not correct.
Right? Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it's selling.
I'll give you a beauty hack because
Yes,
I'm
please.
not I'm not a
taking notes.
dermatologist
We have
or
to play one on
I'm not a
TV.
plastic surgeon, but tea bags,
Right.
green tea bags.
I've heard of
You
that.
could literally like a little bit hot. You can just like put them on your puffy bags and it really helps. Ice too, but I would suggest tea bags because it has more nutrients. You could also use Metamorphose under your eyes to help the inflammation.
What about cucumbers?
is-
My mother used to do that.
Cucumbers, I mean, and maybe I think that's more aesthetically pleasing versus like a tea or something that's really
Right.
gonna like soothe the area.
Okay.
Specifically if it's very hot or humid, or if you've had too much to drink the night before, play huge factors.
I think you said this already, but what product were you about to recommend for skin before the hair clip question was asked? Was that Metamorphose?
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
Oh, okay.
It's a multi-purpose,
Okay.
so you can really use it for everything.
Yeah, she literally used it in my hair,
Everything.
and then she put it on my face. She put it on my neck, and the glow was.
If there's men in the
instantaneous.
audience, if
Yes.
there is men in
That
the
was gonna- that
audience,
was my
are
next
there men in the
question.
audience?
I'm sure there is.
Well, if there is, I've given it to my boyfriend,
Oh.
and he screenshotted a picture of it and said this is part of his daily routine.
Hilarious.
So this goes to show you it's not just for women, it's for men too.
Actually, now that we're talking about men, I'm curious as to what do you suggest for men who are,
Salt and pepper.
before the salt and
Oh,
pepper,
okay.
losing their hair?
Oh, well, it's genetic, right?
I understand that.
Well, you can use something called Rogaine.
Yeah.
It does work. That's like the best option I've seen. You can also go whoop, whoop,
That's right.
and
Just
shave it off. Or there's another route you can take, which is from a medical professional plastic surgeon. It's called PRP.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
heard of
you
that.
can have blood taken or hair taken from another part of your body and move it towards the area that is thinner. But again, I'm not a doctor, so you would have to really consult with your medical professional for that one.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And getting back to what you originally wanted to say about salt and pepper,
Yeah,
a lot of men are dyeing their hair now.
yep, they are. Their beards.
Their beards, which you told me, which I cannot believe. And there's a lot of grooming products.
There's a lot of grooming.
Wow.
And like, again, I'm gonna go back to my situation. My boyfriend, God love him, he sneaks in the bathroom and like I find him with all my cream. So men are interested in this.
And older men as well.
Older men, they
yeah.
want to look fantastic just like women. And I have to tell you, I think that's so amazing that men, just like women, want to age gracefully.
Yeah, 100%. My boyfriend actually tints his hair. So, and
Yeah,
has been.
so does my dad. Sorry, daddy.
Oh, okay. The secret is out.
So yeah, I think it's just something that we should talk about. And I think men, just like women, should have the upper hand and advantage and feel really good about themselves. I mean, I have men that ask me about Botox. I've had a client, her husband asked me a whole bunch of questions. And Listen, if that's gonna make you feel good as your aging process, then I say go for it.
Yeah, 100%. So what would you recommend as a daily skin routine for mature skin? What is your suggestion?
Well, every skin is different,
Yeah.
right? So I can't specify one specific thing because, everyone deals with different issues and problems. I will say that having a good cleanser, having a good oil or a multi-purpose product, a face mask, exfoliator, and a night cream. Those are just like simple basics that will carry you through, and at least your skin is treated. I know as you get older, things change, things sag, things wrinkle. You're still dealing with maybe some acne, I don't know.
Oh, there are older people.
Rosacea, eczema.
Yes.
Actually, this product, founded in New York, so proud to say that. I actually got the opportunity to meet the CEO when I was traveling in New York 2 weeks ago. And this product specifically, the CEO made it for her daughter because her daughter was suffering from eczema. So if you're suffering from any type of skin issue, this product has vitamins and nutrients in it that really serve a purpose. I will also say that I had a very scary bout of cellulitis on my face. Actually, 2 rounds of it. I think you remember that. Yes. The first one was really wild. I ended up in the ER. Long story short, I had it recently. And I used this product to help reduce the redness, the itchiness, the inflammation. And within days, actually, it's almost gone. And I obviously needed some antibiotics, but the process from last year to this year was a lot less strenuous, and that took like a month, and now it's taken like a week, and I feel way better. So if you have any of those issues, fine lines, wrinkles, eczema, any sort of skin issue, this product will definitely help you feel better. That's for sure.
And what about the importance of sunscreen?
Oh my God. Listen, I love to be in the sun, but if you don't wear an SPF, you are really, really not protecting your skin. Our skin is so thin, and the rays, even if it's not even a crazy hot day, or it looks like very, overcast outside, you still need to protect yourself with something. Our skin is the biggest organ in the body. And if we don't protect our skin, that also helps the aging process as well, between fine lines, melanoma, all these other things that come up later on in life. Aging spots. Having a good SPF in your routine is by far one of the most important things, I would say. Any dermatologist, any plastic surgeon I've ever been to, anybody actually in the beauty world will, SPF, SPF, SPF.
Yes.
Going back to hair loss, someone asked, and I think she was about, do those brushes that are FDA approved for hair growth actually work? They are very expensive. And I asked if she was talking about the infrared brushes.
I'm not going to comment on that just because I don't know enough about them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give misinformation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then someone said, please spell the face product mentioned.
Oh, well, actually today, I don't know if Jeff, if you can kind of put it on your screen. We're giving 10% off. And
I'll put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. And it also ships to Canada when you go on the website. There's also an Instagram page, and I believe Jeff can also put in the chat. Jeff can also put both of our Instagrams on the chat as well. If anybody has any questions that they want to DM us with, it would be my pleasure to answer them or give them, the best route to go upon.
So you go on the website and you type in Ageless Beauty.
Oh yeah, and you receive your 10% off. Yeah. And for all you Canadians, it's not yet here, but I will be bringing it here. So if you get your hands on it, you are so lucky because it's not here yet.
Ageless Beauty, is it case sensitive? Is there a space?
A space, and I think it's lowercase.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so let's continue on.
Yes, I have a question, and I know
Okay.
a lot of people think about this. So, do you think the goal is to look younger, or is to look your best at the age that you are?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I thought so.
Well, I think that looking your best for any age you are is probably my best answer to give.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, looking young and fresh is what everybody wants, right? But unfortunately, there are, time and genetics, that's the odds, right? So I feel that, look at Esther. She's 60 plus and she looks
65 years young.
and she's fabulous, honey.
Thank you. I paid her to say that.
But all that to say, I think that you were telling me earlier as I was doing your glam, like, I feel really good in my skin. I feel really good at my age. And I think that's part confidence and part taking care of yourself. Are you going to get all emotional?
Absolutely true. So I was telling Brittany, and this is so very, very true, is to be comfortable in your own skin, to actually also have passion in life.
Yes, passion and purpose.
Passion and purpose, just to, and I talked about this, Jeff, the last time I was here, and to the audience who was there as well, about the fact that I'm in my chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
I reinvented myself, and I have new passion, and I'm going for it. I talk about it every day. I do posts every day about positive aging and aging gracefully.
And as do I.
Yes, you
in my little 30 world, but I've had my business for almost 10 years.
Which is unbelievable.
And so
considering you're
passion
so young.
and purpose, even if you're 30s or in your 60s, I mean, it makes a big difference to your life expectancy. I feel.
Yeah, 100%. And it also helps with, cognitive functioning as well, because I am constantly using my brain. I'm coming up with ideas. It gets me excited. I'm learning. I'm always learning.
I feel that makes you young at heart.
It does, 100%, and it shows from the inside outside. So whether it is what I ingest into my body, as you were saying earlier, how gut affects the inward everything. To outward, but also how you're feeling inside. If you're feeling that you have purpose, you have passion, you're excited about life, it shows. The glow, the excitement,
so shows.
It shows. People see it. They gravitate towards you.
Yeah, they do.
It's a biggie. So, and I talk about my age all the time. God knows how many times people have told me, don't tell them your age.
So why not? Who cares?
Why are you telling everybody? I'm proud. Aging is a privilege. I talk about it every day, and I'm so thankful that I'm here. I'm healthy, and I'm having the time of my life.
Health
and
is wealth, baby.
Yeah, and I have beautiful friends like Brittany who helps me along the way, and will tell me the truth sometimes and say, listen, honey, honey, your hair, it's not doing well. You think you want long hair. It's not going to happen unless you take good care of it, because you're not taking good enough care of your hair, which is a lesson that I've learned.
Yes.
And so
I've drilled that into her. And most of my clients, I will not proceed with something knowing that it's going to hurt someone's appearance.
Right.
And that's the takeaway, I feel. Right?
Yeah, no, you have to feel good about yourself, and you also have to be honest with yourself as well.
Honesty is key.
Yeah. So
we have another question going back to SPF.
Okay.
I have very sensitive skin. You probably know this person, Brittany. I have very sensitive skin, prone to breakouts, and fear that SPF will make me break out. Is there one you can recommend that will not make me break out? Jess.
Person named Jess.
Yep.
How did I know? Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Is there one in particular that I can recommend? I'm thinking.
And I could understand why she'd be concerned about that.
Yeah, because it's like an extra. I'm thinking of a one that there's one by Clarence that's really good.
Okay.
There's one by Clinique. Clinique is always one that, it's hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
It's like a very, very soft and gentle one. I would stay there.
Yeah.
It's made for those reasons. If you want to go high end, I would say those.
I'm actually
Okay.
curious, now that you mentioned high end, the term high end.
Thanks, Jess.
Yeah. So is there any kind of skin hacks for those people who are on a budget? Look, there are other, ingredients that they can use where they
Oh,
don't
like
have to
on the natural route.
more on the natural
completely?
route, or
Like, like at home kind of situations.
Yeah. Anything you can recommend?
There
in that
are,
area?
but as we age, we need a little bit more,
Right.
something more than just your avocado, your mayo, your
Mayo.
yeah,
I didn't know that one.
or olive oil.
I'm getting hungry.
Oh, and
There's
here's
like
one.
a hack years ago. You could put like an egg and mayo in your
Yeah.
hair, and it
Oh,
smelled
okay.
terrible, but it made your hair
I
look.
remember the egg in the hair.
Yeah, but you could add mayo.
Wow.
Who knew? I did not know
It's
that.
not the best for your pillow, and if your husband or partner is there, they ain't gonna like it. So
Can you explain if a tinted moisturizer CC cream is better than foundation for older skin?
that is a tricky question, and I'm gonna say why, because I don't know what your skin looks like. So CC cream is wonderful. It's sheer. It has, a bit of moisturizer in it. It's a very light base. Foundation also these days can be very light in terms of it's not 100% coverage. But again, if you have spots and demarcations in your skin and all kinds of things, I would really have to look at your face to give you a better formula.
Okay.
So consult at a Sephora, at a pharmacy, at your counter. Like those are people, those are beauticians that are going to help you physically.
And what is the website for the dry oil? Is that the Metamorphose?
It's Metamorphose
We have that.
New.com.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And you
we
can
have that.
order straight away from there. Today it's 10% off with a free shipping. And I'm so excited for everyone to try it because it's amazing. I believe it's in New York right now, Saint-Tropez and Cannes, and coming to Canada.
Yay. Very
It's
excited
also
about
made
that.
in France and
Mm.
literally like the top of the top of the top.
Yeah, with the accent mark in Meta.
Metamorphose.
Yeah. Both of the hosts' hair look amazing. Are they currently using this product we saw?
Currently, absolutely. Without a doubt. I use it on her as well. You'll see it in the video that we posted before. And I did my hair this morning and I absolutely use it on my skin. I've had my makeup on for hours. I've had a day already. And in my hair, and Esther as well. I did her makeup this morning. So
yeah, and my hair was not like this earlier.
it was
yeah.
not. It was
quite brittle.
It was interesting. We'll say that.
It was interesting.
And for this question, I would say maybe check the website or check maybe your Sephora store. How much is the product? I guess you have to just go and
this product.
The larger bottle, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is 58 American. But again, you need to check the website. It's not as of yet on Sephora. So check the website. There's also a little bottle and I believe a larger one. But 2 pumps, 3 pumps, you're so good. Like this product is everlasting.
Yeah.
okay, and then
yeah,
mhm.
just to clarify.
I actually used it on my palette. I mixed it in with my concealer and then used my beauty blender to blot on the makeup. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Phenomenal.
Question about wearing Metamorphose as a primer. Will it make skin more oily or cause face makeup to break down?
Well, actually, that's a very good question because it unclogs your pores. Because this product is cold pressed, it's seeping in your skin, hydrating your skin, and giving you everything you need. Whereas maybe another dry oil or actual oil will just kind of look washy. This kind of does the opposite. It keeps your skin supple and actually makes your makeup look fresh. Even
Here's someone who says, I use it and love it. Okay.
Cool.
There's someone who uses it and loves it.
We're so glad.
What would be a good product for treating age spots?
Metamorphose also does exactly that. There's actually vitamin. vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin D, E, K, and omega 6 and 9. So just to give you a little rundown, like already just those alone,
Those are in it?
those are in it. There's GLA, there's jojoba, there's fatty acids. I mean, the list goes on and on.
All right. Yeah, so we
And
answered
it
that
feels
question.
so good.
Yeah, it does feel amazing. And it
Like
has
my
a
skin
very
is-
nice scent to it as well.
It's like very calming to the face.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
Mm-hmm. I am as well.
Okay, that's it for the questions right now.
Okay. So let's continue on.
So getting back to men and their personal care, especially after the age of 50,
Ooh, sorry. Something fell.
is there specific skin care that men have as opposed to women because of the fact that they have facial hair? Is there differences in the care of their skin?
Well, I also think just proper hygiene and grooming. So going to your barber, your hairstylist, properly, I've seen a lot these days, men having kind of like a facial, a steam at their barber, stylist, them using as well some exfoliants, some masks, some blackhead pore strips. All these things really make your skin also feel and look good, and you're at your best. Also, eyebrow grooming is a big thing.
Right, and that is definitely a thing. So for instance, microblading. What do you?
Microblading, I wouldn't suggest for men.
But for women over 50, what is your feelings about that?
Listen, I've tried it. A lot of my clients do it. I'm not opposed to it. I think that if you're, lacking in the eyebrows, meaning you're missing hair or they're sparse, or that's what happens too as we get older, I definitely think it's a very good way of making your eyebrows look and feel bigger, fuller. It's just a bit painful, but I think that it definitely makes the difference if you want to go that route.
There's definitely more of a focus on eyebrows.
There's a
in
big
the last
focus on eyebrows.
10 years
Yes.
than prior to that.
Eyebrows and lashes. Those
Yes.
were like the big trends of this whole entire decade. Lashes were a huge thing. Eyebrows, having full, big, bushy eyebrows, have really like taken a turn.
Yeah, 100%. It's huge.
I actually do an eyebrow lamination and a lash lift and tint. That's my little hack. I was wearing false lashes for a long time. And then obviously COVID hit, and I was like, you know what? I want a simpler method. And it's like every 8 weeks, I have an eyelash tint and lift. And
amazing.
It's like a keratin for your lashes and your brows. And I really just feel like a little bit more revived. Did you have a question?
Someone's asking, can you explain what the microblading process is? And then someone else has a question.
Okay.
No problem. So again, like I don't perform microblading on my clients. I'm a hairdresser, makeup artist, colorist. However, I've had it done on myself. And it's basically like ink, kind of like a tattoo. And with this very small blade, and it kind of makes little strokes in your brow line.
That looks like
hair.
hair.
That looks like hair. And it's like, it's like little incisions. So it's a bit of a painful process. However, the outcome is beautiful. I would suggest doing your research before just going anywhere, because it is a little bit more invasive in your skin. And I've seen big botches before. So yeah. Oh. So you just want to make sure that you're going to someone reputable and has work to show you on a Facebook or an Instagram page to really show you the before and afters, and they walk you through the steps as well.
Okay, and I'm going to change the order of these questions. I think we'll start broad. Why is it so important to exfoliate?
Oh, okay. That's
what would be a good exfoliator to use? What would be a good exfoliator to use? And do you recommend chemical versus physical exfoliation?
Okay, so I have answers to all. We'll start with the reason why exfoliating is so important. Our skin has layers to it, right? And so imagine it's like a crocodile almost, or a reptile. We have to shed somewhere. So by exfoliating gently, our old skin, which gets clogged and by our pores, if you don't exfoliate and take the old skin away, it's going to be clogged and create pimples and eczema and all these other skin rashes. So by exfoliating, you're taking off a layer gently of skin and allowing your new skin to form. That's what creates shine, dewiness, brightness, all of these things, less acne. In terms of exfoliator, I've been using Kate Somerville. I've used them all, to be honest. There's ones that are harsher than others. I would suggest also going to your local beauty store and consulting with your beautician, because all skin is treated differently. And depending on your situation with skin, I would consult. In terms of having a, what is the word? A more harsh chemical peel, I would suggest them to do it twice a year, and not to do them in the summer months, because your skin literally comes off and it's red and it's painful and you need to be out of the sun. I also would suggest doing that with a medical professional or a dermatologist. Do not do this at home. Do not go on Amazon and press click. It's a very harsh way of removing layers of skin. It looks phenomenal, but I would suggest paying a little bit more and having a consultation.
How do you feel about that for mature skin?
Yes, I think it's lovely. However, you need to go and have a proper consultation with a proper medical professional that can really examine your skin from a different lens. At home, chemical peels is a big no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it for questions at this point.
Okay, so let's continue on.
So how do you feel about, we were just talking about exfoliating and the harsher treatment that you were referring to. What do you think
Chemical
about
peel,
the chemical peel? What do you think of micro needling?
Okay, I've done it all, right?
Okay.
I've literally been the guinea pig to everything you can think of beauty. I think all of those treatments, micro needling, micro dermaplaning, all these things help your skin's texture, help your skin's turnover. But again, like, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it at home.
Absolutely not. So do you think that it's beneficial for mature skin? Do you think that it would?
I absolutely think it definitely rejuvenates.
Okay.
I think at the basic, having a regular basic facial twice a year. I have them more because I'm crazy, but twice a year, a regular, just a cleaning. Start there, just a nice cleaning before we get into all these terms. I think people get ahead of themselves a little too much, like this and that. There's so many options out there, but just start with a very basic facial and like a deep pore cleaning. That's where I would start.
How do you feel about Botox and fillers, etc.? Like, how do you feel for that, and for women who are or men who are more mature?
Botox is my best friend, everybody.
Oh, there you go. That answered that question.
Listen, Botox. I actually started Botox because I started to get a lot of migraines.
Oh yes, I heard it helps that. Yeah.
I literally would take Advils every single day. Like, my headaches would never go away. So one of my doctors told me that I should try Botox, and that was when I was like 25, 26. And obviously after that, I was like a bit hooked. And I think that Botox and filler are a wonderful tool. It's a preventative for your skin. But again, it needs to be done safely. It needs to be done by a professional. I also think that sometimes we're too Botoxed or too filled up. And I think just knowing your limit and knowing, what looks good and what looks not so good is also part of that.
You think there's a certain age where it should begin, or do you?
Well, they always say, dermatologists and surgeons say the earlier the better, because it helps your skin turn over and it's a preventative. So if you're starting at 60, that's great. And if you're starting at 20, go see your doctor and have a proper consultation. They'll be able to explain to you the pros, the cons, and what type of skin you have, if you have thick skin, if you have thin skin, so on and so forth.
What are your feelings about plastic surgery?
Listen, I'm for it. I think that if you're uncomfortable with something about your face, about your body, I think that it's your choice and your right to go and fix it. And if that's what's going to make you feel better, then all the power to you. I'm a believer in whatever's going to make you feel good about you, you go do it within moderation.
Agree.
But go do it for yourself and feel proud to talk about it and own it. And there's no shame anymore with any of those things like it was years ago. You know, I think the more we talk about our insecurities and not just that, but like things that we've had, like a sharing kind of situation, I think it's just going to create trust in the beauty industry and for others.
I believe that we have
Here's
to.
one.
Yes.
How did Metamorphose feel on your skin while it was healing? Did it hurt?
Oh, my
I'm thinking of
cellulitis,
using.
that's a great question. Honestly, it was almost it was treating my irritation, it was treating my itchiness. My skin was draining. It was very painful. This is something that could, if it goes into your lymph nodes, it's very fatal. It was right near my jaw, so it definitely helped my healing process tremendously.
That's amazing.
I know.
And this person's thinking of using it on young kids.
Yeah, you can absolutely use it on young kids. If your kids suffer with eczema, rosacea, redness, diaper rash, anything like that, this product was made with a purpose, not just for beauty, but for actual purpose.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I thought so. I think this product is by far one of the best products I've ever got on board with, and I really only talk about things that I love, or else I just don't feel like I can connect to it. I'm really like that. So if I don't use it in my day to day, then I'm really not gonna talk about it, because I feel like, why would I share the news?
Yeah.
You know, just like we talk to our girlfriends about like the latest, the greatest. It's the same thing. I'm sharing to you all what I use and what I love, and I hope that it helps somebody else as well.
And also what you've suggested to me.
Over the years, I try to talk about all these things because my secrets could really help somebody else in a different situation.
100%.
Yeah. So let's continue on. What's next, Esther B?
I just wanted to say, in terms of Botox and fillers and getting surgery, that you have to, like you said, being comfortable.
Be kind to yourself as well.
Be comfortable in your own skin. So if you're not comfortable with what you're seeing in the mirror, then
go fix it.
Go fix. Yeah, exactly.
If you have the budget,
how I feel. There's no shame.
There's no shame.
Definitely talk about it. I myself have not had Botox or fillers since 2019 because of all the lockdowns, and I have not gone back as of yet. I intend to go back. There are a few things that I'm not as comfortable with, and I will fix it. Mm-hmm. I want to be comfortable in my own skin. And
not to say, sorry to cut you, if you are aging gracefully and you don't want to touch your face, that is okay as well.
Absolutely.
Everyone has the right to their opinion and their
100%,
view.
Yeah.
And if you like your wrinkles and if you like your dark spots and you're comfortable, then I salute you.
Yes.
Oh, that segues into a question.
Yes.
Is the goal to look younger or look your best at any age?
Well, I think we're going to reiterate that say, I think you want to look good at any age. Younger, taller, skinnier, I don't know, that's kind of like a passe thing. I feel like just feeling good in your own skin at no matter what age you are is way more important.
I agree.
Also,
100%.
I'm, a little bit of a mental health advocate, and I feel like your mental health also feels better when you feel your best.
So true.
Considering pandemic, we've all been kind of locked up and feeling like grungy and kind of blah. I just feel like now is the time to spread out, and just like do what you feel feels good. Yeah.
Okay. And how can you achieve skincare, hair care, and flawless makeup on a budget?
Okay. Well,
Is it possible?
again, it's very possible. Anything is really possible in life. I mean, you just have to, you need your basics, right? A good primer, Metamorphose, a good concealer or a CC cream or a foundation, depending on your skin, a good blush, highlighter, a little bronzer, mascara, and like a good palette that goes within your skin tones, and a setting spray, and you're good.
Do you recommend places where they're more affordable and similar to the higher end products?
Well, again, if you're in the States, you can go to an Ulta or a Sephora. Sephora has everything from inexpensive to very high. Ulta
Right.
Beauty as well. You can go to a department store, like Bloomingdale's. I would, if you're unfamiliar with, the makeup and putting it on, I would really go consult with any beauty professional, because they're going to take you through a step-by-step. A good place for that is Sephora.
Yeah.
A Sephora is
terrific.
like terrific for that. They're going to give you products that are on a budget and or not. You can also go to your local pharmacy or Walgreens or your Pharmaprix. They also have really good products. Again, like if you're unfamiliar with the makeup situation, I would go consult with somebody before just going and buying.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
very important. And we all have different skin types.
We all have
and
different things we want as well, right?
And mature skin is different.
It's difficult.
I have experienced a lot of differences since I've gone through menopause
Yeah.
and post-menopause.
Mhm.
My skin has changed 100%. So that's exactly what I've done. I go and I consult and I find
Me.
out what's best, and with you as well.
Yeah.
But I do go to the counter sometimes too when you're not available. So yes, that's very, very
I
important.
think it's important to really get the information that you need for yourself. And I think everybody wants a different look and a different feeling. So I think that by getting advice from somebody in front of you that can take a look at you will be probably best.
Okay. And wow, it's 7:59, gang.
We could keep
You
Oh
made
my
going.
goodness, I had no idea.
Yeah. I just had a quick one.
Okay.
Here in my part of the country, continent, we've been experiencing a heat wave
So have
that
we.
just broke, and
It's
then
hot.
we'll have harsh winters.
Right.
And
Well,
if
we
you
live in
go
Alaska,
out in it, what do you
Canada.
do?
Canada.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
cold. In the minus 40s, people.
Mhm. Wow. Yeah. And so if you go out in it, what do you do? What do you do when you come back
In
for
terms of-
either of these extremes? Yeah. Should you wash your face after you come back?
Oh, I
Are
see
you
what you're
sweaty? Are you, should you not go too heavy in the summer on makeup versus in the winter? You could just,
Humidity and the heat. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So my answer to the question is yes. With time, with the seasonal change, it definitely is harsh on the skin. You're going to notice as, summer is coming to an end and fall's coming, your face might feel a little bit drier, your hair might feel a little different. It's important to stay hydrated, and it's important to have a good day cream and night cream.
Yes.
Metamorphose can offer the same exact thing. You can incorporate it in your routine, but it's just important to take care of your skin, whether it's summer or winter. But also in the wintertime, you just want to make sure that your creams or your masks are a little bit more rich in hydration, especially like your hair masks as well. I will reiterate, a hair mask once a week you're doing yourself a favor.
all right. Well, I hate to end it.
Oh, he has
We
a
still have
question.
more questions. Yeah.
Just one more. We're talking about scalp, hair, etc. Winter versus summer.
Mhm.
Dandruff.
Ooh, okay.
Winter issue, big time. Any suggestion before we
Well,
end
I'm
this?
going to say Metamorphose
Okay.
again. It's a great scalp treatment. Also, maybe just check on your shampoo. Try to switch over to sulfate free. Sulfate free has
right.
less chemicals. There's actually no chemicals in a sulfate-free product. You might have a buildup of chemical on your scalp. Pantene Pro V and Garnier is a big no-no. Throw that in the garbage. Those
My
are
goodness.
big no-nos.
Okay, good to know.
Try to go with brands that are familiar, and non-sulfates really help the hair's longevity and luster. That's what I would
Okay, good to
suggest.
know.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, well, thank you both so very much.
You're
This
so
was-
welcome.
Oh, our pleasure.
I hope
Yeah,
everybody
this is-
enjoyed and got some tips and tricks.
I'm sure
and
they have.
You
Yeah.
can follow us on Instagram. And again, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to DM us as well. If you have any questions about Metamorphose, you can go to their website, metamorphosenewyork.com, and you can receive your 10% and free shipping.
Yeah, Ageless Beauty.
Ageless Beauty.